Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, this woman name is Nakia Porter, and she was knocked out by sheriff deputies in California. And they tried to lie and cover up what they did to her. And that lying on Black folks is, I think, just standard in policing. I really believe that. So this is NPR, August 19th, 2021. Deputies knocked out a woman unconscious and then lied about it, a federal lawsuit said. A woman who she was pulled over during a road trip, and on this road trip was her father and 3 kids. They were also in the vehicle with her. She was knocked out, unconscious, and arrested by 2 Northern California sheriff-deputies who then lied about the encounter to responding paramedics and on official reports. According to the federal lawsuit filed Wednesday, body cameras worn by the deputies with the Solano County Sheriff's Office recorded them pulling guns on Nakia Porter before slamming her to the pavement while handcuffing her along a rural road in the town was called Dixon. And this was at night on August 6, 2020, when this occurred. Porter's father, Joe Powell, was also placed in handcuffs and briefly detained. Porter was jailed overnight on suspicion of resisting arrest, so they didn't have nothing on her. Okay, so, what did she do before you got her for resisting arrest? So they didn't have nothing on this woman, but never charged. So they slapped her with resisting arrest, but she was never formally charged. Wow. Says a lot right there. She said the ordeal was confusing and dehumanizing. I was doing my best to do everything right, giving no reason to be treated like this, she said. Porter, 33, who is Black. The lawsuit brought by attorney Yazin Ahmadani accuses the deputies of violating state and federal civil rights statutes by engaging in unlawful seizure, assault, and excessive force. Thankfully, the video evidence contradicted the fabricated facts. So this is what her attorney is saying. So what occurred here, we believe, was a racially motivated beating and terrorizing of a Black family. Solano County Sheriff officials couldn't immediately comment because the department hadn't received a copy of the complaint by Wednesday afternoon. The lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in Sacramento asked a judge to order a jury trial for the arresting deputies, Dalton McCampbell and Lisa McDowell, and seeks unspecified damages. The events unfolded as Porter and her 61-year-old father were making the 100-mile drive home to Orange Valley, northeast of Sacramento. After a family trip to Oakland, her two daughters, 3 years and 6 years old, and her 4-year-old niece were in the back seat. Porter is a software engineer, and her father, who retired, worked in computer networking. Porter was behind the wheel when they stopped along an empty road in Dixon. The deputies' squad car pulled up behind them with lights flashing. Porter already was out of the car and explaining that they were just switching drivers and would be on their way, according to the court filings. The deputies said they noticed the car had mismatched license plates. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because if that were the case, why were the charges dropped? I don't believe that. And remember, they said these deputies lied all over the police report. I don't believe they had that. California plate on the back of the car and one from Maryland in the front. I don't believe that. However, the deputies had called in the rear license plate to dispatch and knew that it matched the description of a car that was no report of the car being stolen. Okay. McCampbell, who had his gun drawn, ordered Porter back to the driver's side, and he and his partner moved to detain her, according to the edited body camera footage acquired by her attorney and provided to the Associated Press. And the video was more than 18 minutes of raw footage, though the California Public Records Act requested and edited it down to just 10 minutes. Why? Why would they exclude 8 minutes of the video? I don't trust them. For those that are listening, I am not resisting, Porter said into the deputy's camera. You are not reading me my rights. The deputies pushed Porter against the squad car and then to the pavement while trying to handcuff her. Put your hands behind your back. Get on your stomach, McCampbell shouted. The footage gets very shaky, and it's hard to see whether Porter is resisting. Porter and the court filing alleged that the deputies punched her in the head and the stomach, kneeling on her back and pushed and pulled on her hair. So she passed out seconds after the deputies handcuffed her. She completely passed out. I think she's out, McCampbell said on the video. Porter, who is 5'2" and 125 pounds, said she was dragged unconscious to the back of the squad car. While she came to about 5 minutes later, when the paramedics arrived, McCampbell is heard saying Porter fought them. So they just lied on this woman. They said the video does not corroborate what these police officers said. Now, if you knock this woman out, how could she have fought you? She didn't fight you. Y'all lied about that. So that's what he told the paramedics this immediately, that she fought them and was knocked out for 20 seconds and was able to walk herself to the squad car. They dragged her to the squad car. So they said their entire police report was a straight up lie. And I don't even know why they did all this lying. Your body cam footage is calling you a liar. All right. So anyway, so as soon as the paramedics came up, they just went into liar mode like they always do. So by minimizing the assault and the injuries they had inflicted on Miss Porter, the court filing said. The lawsuit accuses the deputies of lying on their arrest record about Porter fighting them and the length of time she was unconscious. Contact information for McCampbell and McDowell could not be found. The suit also names a superior officer who signed off on the reports. Cedric Alexander, a police use of force expert, was troubled by the video. He wondered why the deputies seemed to rush to detain Porter and Powell without first taking actions to de-escalate the situation, especially with 3 young children in the car, because they don't care about our children. They don't care. They don't care. And she's not the only person from the Black community that have been knocked out, beaten, and even shot in front of Black children. So this is what they do. This is a history. This is historic. What's concerning here is the use of force, said Alexander, a former president of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives. There needs to be a full investigation conducted outside of the sheriff's department, preferably a district attorney's office. So I sure hope she's okay. You know, because when they're dealing with us, the object is to traumatize us. If you do live through the ordeal, you'll be so traumatized. It's not even funny. And I'm sure those children are traumatized too, just watching what happened to their mother. But y'all, please tell me what you think. This is just normal policing in America. And, you know, we know it shouldn't be, but it is. You know, and lying on Black people, that is just standard in policing. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. And I guess there weren't no good deputies there at the scene. Peace, family.